Yeah, so this is what 1,000 reps of crosshair placement training looks like in Fortnite. And no, my risks are not okay. But after grinding this drill and researching what it means to train crosshair placement, I realized something most players completely ignore when training their crosshair placement, and it's costing them free wins. So today I'm breaking down what it is, why it matters, and how to train it so you can max pump kids without needing insane aim. What is crosshair placement? Crosshair placement isn't just editing with limited movements. It's anticipating where enemies will be so your crosshair is already on target before you shoot. Think of it like this. This is what bad crosshair placement looks like. If your crosshair is at their toes and you need to flick just to hit them, that's extra time and effort flicking them. Not only that, but it makes it harder to hit the opponent because you have to flick up because of your bad crosshair placement. Here's an example of good crosshair placement. If you hold your crosshair where their head will be, you can easily hit them and hit a lot more max pumps without needing to flick your mouse whatsoever. Here we have two side-by-side footage of bad crosshair placement and good crosshair placement. On the right side, I have bad crosshair placement and I'm missing a lot more of my shots than I am with the left side. On the left side, I'm predicting where their head will be and I'm aiming to the head, so I'm hitting a lot more max pumps. This is better because I don't have to flick my mouse every single time I make an edit, but instead I can just stare and shoot. What makes crosshair placement broken? Fortnite having a building mechanism makes it way more important, and here's why. Peeker's advantage. When someone peeks a wall on their right hand, they will see you before you can see them. But if you're prepared for this and you have your crosshair on the right hand peak ready to shoot, you can end up shooting first and winning the trade-off, walking away with more damage. A good example of this is shown in this clip. Because I was prepared for the right hand peek and had my crosshair placement at the right spot, I ended up shooting him back and walking away with more damage done. The next reason is pre-fires. If someone is about to make a right hand peek on you or a really obvious edit, you can just hold your crosshair on their head and shoot the moment they make the edit, giving you a really easy maximum, as shown in the clip. The third but not last reason is bloom control. Because you're already aiming at the target, you're hitting them a lot more and missing less shots, which gives you less bloom overall. How to practice your crosshair placement. The first drill I recommend you guys do is the dodge tracking drill in Raiders V5. While doing the drill, have a head level rule where you keep your crosshair at the bot's head the entire time while strafing, no matter what. The next drill I recommend you guys do is box fight aim, again inside of Raiders V5. And inside this practice, what you should be trying to do is predicting where the bot will move and snapping your crosshair onto there to hit an easy max bump. The next drill I recommend you practice is actually the edit training drill inside of Raiders V5, of course, at the edit arena. This drill is actually very important, and it's the one that I did 1,000 reps of, and it actually helped me improve so much because this drill allows you to edit with minimal movement, which gives you a lot more opportunities to max pump someone and not have to move your crosshair as much. Mistakes you should avoid. Looking at the ground while running is one of the mistakes you should completely avoid doing. It's really bad, and if you have this habit, I would try to fix it immediately. We already went over this, but looking at the ground makes you flick and just miss a lot of your shots, and it's so unnecessary. So avoid this one. The next mistake I see players doing is staring at a wall instead of staring behind the wall. You should be focused on the opponent behind the wall, not at the wall. This will help you hit a lot more pre-fires and be prepared for when they make an edit on you to get a max pump. After 1,000 reps of crosshair placement training. My crosshair placement isn't perfect, but it's pretty good now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hitting a lot more maximums than I was before this. So if you enjoyed this video, please use code LACHY.OC in the Fortnite item shop, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.